Morning YouTubers, and welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Today, well, it's been absolutely glorious, lovely sunshine, very muggy, and here's me in this bloody lumberjack shirt. It wasn't like that earlier on, but yeah, we've had a few clouds over, backwards and forwards, no rain of sorts today, but it's very muggy. We're due for thunderstorms later on tonight. Anyhow, a bit earlier on, we did some another sowing of Kelvin Wonder, and there was a few points I wanted to make. We did make in the last one about sowing these Kelvin Wonder peas in gutters, and there was a few questions asked there about drain holes, because he didn't see me put any drain holes into the gutters. Well, as I tried to explain in the last one, the reason why we don't put the drain holes in the gutters is because of the roots. They grow so prolifically, and the roots grow through, and when you try to slide the peas out, what tends to happen is the roots stop it from moving, and everything bunches up, and it's a right dog's dinner basically. So what we do, we don't put any drain holes into the gutters. They're only going to be in the gutters for about 4 or 5 weeks, if that 4 weeks with the weather as it is. And I say, but what tends to happen is all the roots knit together, and then it just comes out in one big thing after we water it. So I'm going to show you the clip now. I think the last clip, you see the two ends of the gutters missing off. I always do something wrong when I'm doing these bloody videos, and we didn't have the camera wide enough out. Now I couldn't do the peas twice, but I'm going to show you how we do them, and I'm going to show you the end caps what I use, which you can buy from any DIY store, and it's just a bog standard gutter, and you can pick them up for nothing really. If you go skip diving, and you can get these things, so you don't have to waste. I mean, they're only about 4 or 5 quid for a 3 metre length, so they're not expensive. You pay more for the end caps, but yeah, I'm going to show you me doing these Kelvin Wonder, and after I've done that, I've got another little clip that I'm going to show you. But like I say, I hope you like the start up as well to the video. We just changed it. Obviously, my brother's been hard at it, doing a bit of animation and what have you, and a bit of editing. And well, we're going to go with that one for a while. We can change it. With the templates that is done, they can be altered, so which is a good thing. And yeah, well chuffed with it. What he's done so far. Like I say, he's knocked it up in no time for me. But anyway. Enough of that, let's have a look at this Kelvin Wonder. Let's show you me doing these Kelvin Wonder. Well, this morning we're going to be doing some more of these Kelvin Wonder, and we're going to be doing them in these gutters. What I use these end caps, and I don't know if you can see, this is how easy it is to put them on. You just clip it over and then just snap them to. There you go. And what we're going to do is sprinkle some, I don't know if you can see the clover, let's lift it up, see the clover over there. We're going to put some of that in the bottom of the tray, in the bottom of the gutter I should say. Then we're going to sprinkle these peas willy-nilly all the way along it, and it doesn't matter how you put them in, just put a lot of them in, and we're going to stick them in the cold frame, let them germinate. We'll get them to about 6-7 inches high. We'll take the other peas out, we'll put these in the place, because them peas are nearly ready to be picking, and well, I have been picking them, to be quite honest with you. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some soil in these gutters, so I'll be back when I've just put some soil in the bottom of them. Notice that they're nice and smooth, these, and there's no holes for drainage. The reason why I do that is because the peas just slide out. If you had holes in them, drain holes, what happens is the roots go through the drain holes, and when you try to push them, they stick. So that's the no-no. That's why I always just leave them like this, nice and smooth with no holes in the gutters. Anyhow, I'll be right back. I'm just going to
put some soil in them so we can spread the seeds. What I've just put in there is some bloodfish and bone in the bottom. It'll become clear when the roots get at it, make the plants grow a lot better. Right, so now it's getting the soil in. What we're using here is clover. I hope you listening, you can hear me. But yeah, we're using clover. Right, now then, we just put the soda seeds straight into it. We're not faffing about here. I mean, you could be absolutely don't have to. I don't do this inch thing where you're doing them an inch apart. Oops, got everybody there. I know I'm spraying it, spreading them really thickly here, but any gaps, just pile them in. Okay, we piled them in there. Now we're just going to cover them up. Actually, before we cover them up, let's give them a bit of a water. So if they're watered ish, now we're just going to fill this up to the top now. Nothing easier than this. Press the soil down so it comes in contact with the seeds. I don't know if you noticed, but I've not put the soil right to the very top of this gutter, because when all the seeds start pushing through, it starts lifting the soil up, and soil goes everywhere. So the best way to do it is just leave it about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch short at the top of the gutter, the soil, Just make sure when you're doing it, you're pressing it all down, and make sure the soil come in contact with the peas, and they'll fly up the start really well. We've just got to do this last one now, but that's it. There you are, Kelvin Wonder, done and dusted. So I'm just going to give them a quick watering in and forget about them. Okie doke. By the way guys, this is tap water I'm using, what was in the watering can there. Always use fresh water on you when you're doing seeds. Seedlings not so much, but to start them off, fresh water. Rainwater ain't the best thing to use, but we'll keep an eye on these over the next week or two, and we'll get them in as soon as we can. But there we go, a succession of Kelvin Wonder garden peas. So there you go, that's the Kelvin Wonder. The gutters themselves just fit inside the beds, so when we take the first lot of peas out, and then we can slide these in, we'll treat the ground, you know, put some fertilisers in and what have you, and we can get 2 sowings out the same spot. We do pretty much that every year in different places on the allotment, and it works, and everything does really well. The first sowing, however, it never seems to make it home to the freezer. Every 5 minutes I'm going past, and I must have took about £2 of bloody peas off them, going backwards and forwards. Every time I go past I grab some, and as you can imagine, there's not going to be many left to take home. So the second sowing is what we take home and freeze, he says, keeping his fingers crossed. But yeah, that's the Kelvin Wonder, the second sowing. Like I said, I just wanted to show you that we don't put drain holes in the gutters. We put a little bit of bloodfish and bone right at the very bottom, then the soil, then the peas, and we just pile the peas in. The peas always seem to do well. I mean, okay, they're very close. There's a lot of them there. You can see about 6 or 7 close together. It doesn't matter. They all come up and they all do exceptionally well. You've seen the first lot when we're doing the first lot, so you know we have no problems at all with them. We've got them in the cold frame here now, and I think it's Wednesday today, the 22nd. So we'll look again in a couple more days. By the way, the competition finishes Saturday, so if you still haven't entered the competition, get over there now. It's not the last video, it's the video before that. There's a question, answer it, automatically go through to the competition. We'll do another video. It might end up being the Saturday night that I put the presentation up who's won, because believe it or not, well, the competition finishes around about 12 o'clock on the Friday night, and what I do is I edit everything together, do it there, and then post it up. It takes me about an hour, but I'm fishing first thing in that morning, and it's all day, so it's going to be sometime after tea time Saturday. Hopefully we should be able to get the video up. If I can get it up after 12 o'clock on Friday night, I will do for the winner. But what I would like you to do, if whoever wins it, as soon as you find out it's you, PM me your details. I can get everything sent off to you, and you get them within a couple of days. Well, sooner you send them, sooner you get them, basically, your details. Just PM me your details on the YouTube, and like, private message me, that is PM, and yeah, they'll be off to you. So good luck whoever. Like I said, it's still time to enter the competition. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish on another clip that I've done, and what it was doing a bit of photography, and my old mate Larry, who's been on here for over 40, it's nearly 50 years he's been on here now. He's had all his knees done, his arms done, you name it, he's had it done to him.
and he's still going. He's got 2 full plots, and they go right down the centre. They go back to back to each other, and he's got I think it's about 200 feet by about 40 feet. This is how much he can actually dig that in a day with his spade at his age. Like I say, he's nearly 90 now, and he can still do it. He still dig it over. And anyhow, he see me taking pictures, and he said to me, he says, "You know, Matt," I said, "I've not got a picture of my allotments. I've never took a picture." Anyhow, unbeknownst to him, I took a few pictures. Then he caught me then taking pictures, so I got a few shots of him with his O and all that lot. And then at the night time, what I did, I come back and I took a few scans of his allotment. Anyhow, I did put it to music and put some of the pictures to music, and I give him a DVD the next day, and he was really choked. He was really that I'd done it for him, and I give him all of the pictures so he could actually get all the pictures printed out as well. And anyhow, the next day he said, "I'd love to send me sisters." He's got sisters in Ireland. So I'd love to send them some photos, but how would you do it? I said, "I'll tell you what." I said, "I'll do you a few more DVDs, and put them on like, and you can post them in like birthday cards and what, and put the DVD in." He said, "That's fantastic." I said, "There is another way." He said, "I can actually immortalise you on YouTube." I said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "Well, I can do a video, and I can give you the link to give your sisters, and they can actually see it before you even, before they get the bloody mail, basically." So I said, "Oh, that's fantastic." So anyhow, he gave me, he said that, he says, "Excellent." Says, "Of course you can do, put it on, put it up on your channel." So the reason why I'm doing it is because this lad is probably, I've seen some fantastic allotments around the country. I really have. But this guy, he's got a traditional allotments. Now mine's a raised bed allotments. His is a traditional allotments. And it's absolutely fantastic. It's the best allotment by far. And I've been to a lot of allotments and seen some beautiful allotments. But his is a proper traditional one. Everything he grows, it seems to be shop. It's like you buy in the shops, the supermarkets. Everything is spot on. His spuds that I've got, there's a picture there. You see him stood next to his spuds, and he normally gets around about a ton of spuds off his plot. He does, and everything he does is fantastic. The front part of the plot, basically, it's all fruit and flowers, and the back part is the business end where he does all his veg. So anyhow, I did this video and I put it to some music. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you Larry's plot, and I'm saying it blows mine to smithereens. I think it blows mine to smithereens, and that's only my opinion. I know there'll be a lot of you out there who will say, "Well, I know better ones," but because I know, it was actually Owen. With one hand, he's just had an operation on his hand with carpal tunnel. He's just had that done. He's had both his knees done, his hips, everything done. He's like a robot basically, and he still can manage to dig that plot over in a day. And we're talking 200 foot of it. Absolutely incredible, this little old bloke. And well, you're going to see him in the pictures anyhow. You see a few pictures of him with him in it, like. But here it is. Let me know what you think. So there you go, that's my mate Larry's plot, and I think it's absolutely awesome. He has the full whack. I mean, his missus has got one side, he's got the other side, but he basically he does the full thing, and he's actually known to do the girls at the side of him, Brenda's, and Lynn's on the other side of him, and he's absolute like little machine. If he ain't doing something on the allotment, digging he just gets so bored and frustrated. But yeah, that's Larry for you. I hope you liked his plot, and like there's a few on here who wanted me to show you their plots. I mean, the new lad Andrew, who's got a plot at the side of me here, he said it'd be great to see his plot suddenly appear on YouTube. Well, probably in the next one after the competition, I'll post it up and show you what he's done. But again, his plot, well, I'll show you what the front part looks like, and I'll show you what the back part actually looked like, the front part, but you can see the difference what he's done in 3 weeks. So I'll show you that in the next one. But like I said, this one was just a reminder to tell you, basically, you've got a couple more days left on the competition, and I wanted to put the new start of the video up, and hopefully if he's done what he said he was going to do, my brother, he might be a little bit on the end as well. So who knows? Fingers crossed he's got that bit done. But I say he's working on it while I'm talking to you here now doing this video. He's actually working on it and rendering all the bits together. So I've got no idea what the video is going to look like, really. I got a little bit of a look at it, and it looks pretty good for what I think. But again, it's not me who's my opinion. It's basically your opinion. So you know, let me know if you think it's all right. And I say, don't forget the competition. I'll try and get it up as soon as I can. Like I say, I'm fishing Saturday. I'm on a place called Hampton Springs, and it's an all day affair, and it takes me all day, and to sort everything out there. I had a bit of a bad match on the last one. I left me bloody nets. I put them at the side of my car, didn't I? About 100 quid's worth of nets, and I got in my car in a rush to get back home, and I had him at the side of it, and as I drove off he went plonk on the floor. I looked behind me to see there was nothing there, couldn't see him because they were flat, and it was bye-bye to my nets. So I've had all that lot this week to sort out getting new nets for me fishing for this match on Saturday. So like I said, the competition finishes around about 12 o'clock in the evening. It doesn't take me long to run the competition, edit it all, but it's getting it up there, whether I'm going to have enough time, because I'm going to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 4, 5 o'clock, so to go fishing. So it will be some time that day that it gets up there. So anyhow, from Allotment Diggers, bye for now.